Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. It's so nice to have you. It's so nice to have you here. Welcome if you are a returning subscriber. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome, and I do hope you stay. Okay, please stay. Okay. All right. So today I'm going to take you through the process to fill or find the documents to use to apply for your visa. Right. In my previous videos, I know I spoke about it. I spoke plenty about the process from moving from your home country to Portugal. But today I decided to take on one particular aspect and elaborate on it to help you so you could find those documents, because sometimes it's really not easy, right? So I'm going to take you through all the documents required for you to apply for your visa to Portugal, right? So I think at the list we have 15 items on the list. So I'm going to take you through one after the other and then also tell you how and where to get those documents, right? You like it, right? Okay, okay. All right, so let's get straight to it. So these are the list of required documents to apply for Portuguese visa from your home country. I'm sure this is specifically from Ghana, but I'm sure it's the same from Nigeria because I've already compared and it's almost the same to Nigeria. From other places, I'm sure it will also be the same, right? Okay, so the first document you need is your birth certificate. Yes, I'm sure everybody has a birth certificate. If you don't have a birth certificate, I'm sure you know where to get a birth certificate. So get your birth certificate. And then the second document is criminal certificate. Now, criminal certificate is just a certificate given to you by the police service, proving that you have no criminal record. You've not been arrested before, you've not been jailed before, you hold no criminal record. Yes, that is a certificate that would be given to you from the police service. So you go to the police station near you, you require that you request for a police certificate or a criminal certificate. So they will take your passport pictures. I think so when you're going, you should take about 2 passport pictures because they will require it. And then they will ask you a few questions, your name, where you work, and those kind of things. I think they have a database that they would run your name through to check your records to know that yes, indeed you have no criminal record. Yes. So afterwards, they would give you the certificate. You might probably get it the same day, or they'll give you a day or two to come for it. So I decided to mention the first 2 documents, your birth certificate and the police clearance certificate, because those 2 need to be authenticated, right? So before your documents can be authenticated by the Foreign Affairs, it needs to go through notarization. So notarization means it needs to go through the High Court, or a legal practitioner. A legal practitioner needs to put their stamp. I don't know if you know that red stamp from the court. Yes, so you need to notarize these 2 certificates before you can send them to Foreign Affairs. So when you get your birth certificate and your criminal certificate, right, you can't just take them straight to the Foreign Affairs. It needs to be notarized by a high court first. So you send it to the high court for them to notarize it. Then from there, you send it to the Foreign Affairs. Foreign Affairs, you know where to find them. Go to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, speak to someone, you want to do this, that, and they're going to help you do it, right? Of course, you're going to pay something for the police certificate, as well as the notarization and authentication from the Foreign Affairs. Okay, so with that said, the third document you would need is your school certificate and transcript. I know most of us, you have your certificate already, but sometimes not the transcript. So if you don't have your school transcript, go back to your school, request that they give you your transcript from level 100 to whichever level, 400, wherever. Require that they give you your transcript. So now when you have your certificate and your transcript, you also need to go through the same process, but this process is 3 places. First of all, you need to go and certify it from the Ministry of Education. So you take your results and your transcript and your certificate to the Ministry of Education for them to certify it to know that yes, it is legit. And then from there, you take it back to the High Court for them to notarize it. Then from the High Court to the Foreign Affairs again. So for the school certificate again, Ministry of Education, High Court, and then Foreign Affairs. Okay. So the fourth document is passport pictures. So you need 2 passport pictures with white background. Now the passport pictures, you don't have to do anything to it, just passport pictures. That's all. Okay, so the 5th document is letter of acceptance from the school you apply to. So when you get admission, the school is going to send you an email congratulating you that you've been accepted into the school with all your to offer this kind of course and all that. So that particular email they send you, you are going to, it's more like an offer letter, or yes, letter of acceptance, that's how we call it. You have to print that and add it to the rest of your document when you're going to apply for the visa. Okay, so that makes the 5th document. So now the 6th document is evidence of accommodation in Portugal, right? So they want you to prove that you have an accommodation, right, waiting for you. You've already booked or made preparation for accommodation. So this is a little concerning because you are here and you're supposed to have an accommodation in Portugal. You are in Ghana and you're wherever you are in your home country, and they are requiring that you have an accommodation. Now, if you don't know anybody there to secure an accommodation, how are you going to do that? It's quite tricky. And during my time, I think I went through Facebook and other places trying to see how I was going to put accommodation here. And oh my God, there were a lot of scammers that are requiring you to make payments, and they're going to send you just certificates that are, they are all lies, right? They are all lies. If you don't take your time, they're going to scam you and take your money. So the only thing that you can do is to book a hotel accommodation or a hostel. You look for hostels or hotel. Now the trick here is, when you're booking for the hostels, make sure that you're choosing a hostel that does not require you to make payments before you get there. There are a lot of hostels and hotels that you can pay when you get there actually. So you just do a reservation. You get it? So just make a reservation from a hostel or a hotel. And then when you make that reservation, they're going to send you an email telling you that, oh, okay, you've reserved it from this time to this time. So they would send you that, and you would print that out as your proof of accommodation, and you add it to your document. Okay? Okay. So the 7th document would be your medical report. So they require you to have a medical report. So you go to the clinic, you go to the hospital, then you ask them for a medical report. Obviously, they're going to do some checks on you. They're going to do malaria, hepatitis, HIV. So you're going to pay for that as well. So you make all these checks, and they're going to give you a report of the screening that they did on you. You add that as well to your document. But they require that you make that screening from a government hospital, if I should say, or a recognized hospital, all right? Because the report they will give you would have a letterhead of the hospital, so it has to prove that it is from a recognized hospital. Okay, so the 8th document will be your travel insurance. So you are required to have a travel insurance of 1 year at least, because your program, if you're doing a master's, your program is for 2 years, so they require that you have at least 1 year travel insurance. So the travel insurance, like I said in my previous video, you can contact all these travel insurance companies, and then you go to them and then you make your travel insurance. Yes, you have to pay for it as well. It's not, someone would think that 1 year, oh my god, 1 year will be a lot. No, it's not a lot, but you are required to have it. So you go to any travel insurance company, but make sure they are legit as well. So you book with them, and then they're going to get you travel insurance. Okay. So the ninth document will be proof of financial capability, like proof of income. This is very important because, like I said in my previous video, they need to know that you have enough money to take care of yourself, right? So I think I explained all that in my previous video, but let me talk a little about it here. So they require that you submit 3 months of your bank statements. Now this is in 2 sections, right? You can use a sponsor. If you don't have the money and somebody is sponsoring you, you can use a sponsor. So your sponsor is supposed to bring 3 months of his bank statement, as well as a letter showing or he declaring that he's the one sponsoring you and he's going to take care of these bills, probably your cost of living, your accommodation, or your school fees. He's taking care of all those bills, as well as his ID card. Yes, so his 3 months bank statement, a letter, and then his national ID card as well. So you get that from your sponsor, as well as your own bank statement, right? You need your bank statement as well. That is why I stressed on that video that it is very important that you also have some money in your account, or you also have an active account, because they will, even if you are using a sponsor, they will still require that you also bring your own bank statement. So yours too, you bring 3 months bank statement, as well as your sponsor's 3 months bank statement, plus his ID and a letter confirming that he is sponsoring you. Okay, so that makes the 10th document. So the 11th document here is flight reservation from TAP Airline. TAP Airline is a Portuguese airline in Ghana. So they require that you bring a flight reservation. So now the flight reservation is not you buying the reservation, or you buying the flights. You are just reserving the flight tickets, like you're going to buy it, right? Now that is what I mentioned in my previous video as the dummy ticket. You can use a dummy ticket because it's quite difficult. Most of these flight reservations have a time limit. Someone you can only hold it for like three days or maximum 1 week, but you are using it to apply for visa, so you need like quite a time. So you can go to TAP, or you can go to any other flight reservation. There's this Schengen flight reservation for visa, right? For visa application, Schengen flight reservation for visa application. They also do that. They can give you the dummy tickets that you need to use to apply for the visa. Or you can equally go to TAP. They have a reservation that you can do on the flight. I think they will give you 10 days or so, yeah. So you can use that to reserve the tickets for that time, and then you can use that to apply for a visa. When you reserve the ticket, they are going to send you an email with your departure dates, your arrival dates, the time, the airports, and everything. It is just like the ticket. It has all the information that will be on the ticket. So it has all the information of your booking, the day you are moving, the day you are arriving, the time and everything. They would send it to you. So you print that out and you add it to the rest of your documents. I hope you get it. Okay, so that is for the flight reservation. Now, the other documents, which is the request for consultation of the Portuguese criminal registry, that will be given to you from the embassy. So don't worry about, when you get to the embassy, they'll give you that form, so you don't have to worry about it. So the 13th document is a copy of your data page of your passport and any other page with a stamp, right, with a visa or a stamp. So your passport, you make a copy of your visa, of your data page, as well as any page that has a stamp or that has a visa issued in it. You make copies of all those pages, plus the passport itself. then you add it to the rest of the document to the consulate. The 14th document is proof of payment of fees from the school in Portugal. Proof of payment of fees. So you're going to you're going to let me breathe. Okay, so you're going to pay your school fees. After you get the admission, you are required to pay your school fees. Don't worry, relax. It's not the entire school fees. No, I already told you that in Portugal, the fees are paid in installments, like in 10 installments. So you're not required to pay the entire school fees. No, you're only required to pay more like your admission fee. If we should say, you can say your admission fee. So they're going to, after you are admitted, they're going to send you the amount that you're supposed to pay. You're supposed to pay your admission fee and I think insurance or something like that. Yeah. So it's just a portion of the installments that you're going to pay. It's not much, so you pay that, and then when you pay that, they're going to send you a receipt for it. So you're going to add that to the document. That would be the proof of payment of fees. You don't need to pay the entire school fees. You're just supposed to pay what the school requires you to pay. That is, I think, for the first installment. So you're going to pay that, and then you add that to the rest of your documents. So the last document, finally, is to download the National Portugal Visa application form. You go online, you download the visa application form, you fill it, then you add it to the rest of your documents. Voila, you're done, right? Okay, you're not done yet. Okay, so when you download the form, you print it out, then you fill everything on it. When you get to the consulate or the embassy, they are going to require you to fill it again. But the good part is, because you've already downloaded, you know the information that are needed and that are required. So when you get to the embassy, you will not stress because you've already filled it and you know all the information that you need. So I'd advise, download it, fill it, get familiar with the requirements on it, fill everything, add it to your documents. So finally, we are done with the documents needed. Now let's come to the last part, which is the money involved. Yes, the money involved, because like I said before, your documents are going to travel not in Ghana, to Nigeria, so you would have to at least pay the fees for all that. And I think in some cases your documents need to be translated into Portuguese and all that, so you are required to pay some fees. So during my time, I paid $100, 210 euros, and 175 cities. Yes, in those equivalent currencies. But for now, I don't know, so I can't tell. But all this information, when you go to the embassy, they would give you this sheet with all these requirements, so you would have a fair idea. The first 15 documents, I think, is the same, but the money, I really can't tell for now. So these are the documents that you need, plus the money to apply for your visa or Portugal visa. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was really helpful. I'm going to make other videos to help you out. I'm here to help you. I love to help you. I love to help you people that would need my help. So don't forget to put in your comments, like questions or anything. Please put your questions here, because when you put it here and I answer you, it's helping somebody else, right? So the person doesn't need to also come and ask the same questions. So please, those that are DMing me, kindly put your messages or your questions here, so that as I respond to you, it will serve many other people as well. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. if you want me to continue making these videos, then support me, like and subscribe, so that I will know that you are actually watching, which will encourage me to do more. Right? Okay. So until then, see ya. I'm rooting for you, and I'm waiting to see you here soon. All right. Thank you. Bye.